Hello, my dear subscribers. Sun and Moon Rising. I'm Maria the Clairvoyant, and I'm going to be doing a general reading for the sign of Virgo 2018, for July 2018. Thank you for all the people that have subscribing. Thank you for switching to the Spanish channel, which is going to be a bilingual channel. Not only Spanish, actually, I will put bilingual. 12 months, 12 how can I put it, 12 signs in English, 12 in Spanish. I'm sorry, sometimes my mouth gets caught when I'm trying to go from one language to another, and I'm like, what am I saying? But I know it happens to all of us if we only speak one specific language. So thank you for those that continue to follow me in my channel, and I appreciate the changes. I did send you a video telling you about the changes. I was gonna try to tell you from the month of June, but then I did mention in a couple of videos, but finally I actually decided that it's best to try to maintain one channel only. It's better off for me. So with that said, I'm gonna start your video on Virgo. And to those that knows how I do my readings, at this time I'm using the Fairy Tarot cards from the Ring Virtue and Raleigh Valentine, the illustration by Howard David Johnson. And the oracles that I'm using to close the reading is a message from your angels oracle from the Ring Virtue also. This part over here, it's the tarot, and these two cards are the oracle. This will represent 1 week of each of the month. And this is your foundation, okay? The foundation that you have at this time, Virgo, because I'm doing Virgo for July 2018, is the Four of Summers. Here is telling you, in the Four of Summer, in the regular tarot will be the cups of water. And this represents emotions, relationships, the spiritual guidance that you may need. And the signs that this what the summer represents is Pisces, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. So either you have an emotional problems, or you are dealing with someone that has this Cups energy. And in here it tells you've been distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity. Taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life. So to the Virgos that I'm reading to, okay, with that card, I feel that I feel this because it starts with feelings. This might have to do with a relationship. So maybe you are taking someone for granted. That can be true, okay. Sometimes what happens is that some people, you might be in a relationship with someone and you really don't love that person. Like I was saying, maybe you were involved or got involved with someone because of material things, and that is very common for some sign, especially air signs. The Earth, Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and you may be one of those. So maybe right now you're very unhappy, you're discontent with life. Maybe you feel that you don't have what you wanted, and that might be a reason why you're unhappy, because you never got what you wanted. Or it could be that you may be using somebody. So if this is a job situation or a relationship situation, I feel more when you're discontent with life, it's more like if you guys are a couple and you're not happy with that person, okay. So let's continue and see what this reading is going to go on for. The first card that you have is the Ten of Winters, the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted on your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. So the Ten of Winters is the end of a cycle. So some of you, I have a few signs that are going to end up either this month or this year. Is a cycle that you're going to make a decision on what you're going to do with your life. With the Ten of Winters is representing the swords or the air energy, so is conflicts that you have, and these conflicts could be between yourself or a significant other. So whoever I'm reading this to, Virgos, you're probably going to start a new life with yourself. You could have had already started it. Maybe you move, you want to move, or you would like to move. Maybe you're breaking up a relationship that you feel that it's not worth it, and you're gonna start a new beginning. Why I say that? Because of the following card that you get is the Ace of Summer. The Ace of Summer energy, I'm trying to read the story here to see where you guys are going. The Ace of Summer is open your heart to love, the beginning of new initiate relationship, or the rebirth of current one, or the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. So to some of you that I'm reading that are very unhappy with the relationship, you're either going to start a new relationship, or you're going to try to work out the relationship that you're already in, because you're probably going to give this person a second chance, or maybe that person is going to give you a second chance. And if you're unhappy in your marriage, in your relationship, let's say you didn't get married, you was just living together. When you live together or when you're married, it's hard to walk out a relationship, opposed to when you guys don't live together and you have a relationship. You can always say, this is it, and move on. But some of you are going to either start a new relationship or start a new beginning, and you're going to move on. And this is a general reading, so you know it may not resonate to all of you, but I'm trying to do as general as possibly can. Okay, so this is, I think this is leading to a relationship problem or situation, not a problem, a situation. The card that you get is the Wheel, the third card, right? And that will be like for the third week of the month. Delays are over, sudden and unexpected good luck, a new car, or travel. So some of you, Virgo, might be traveling, or some of you, because of the Wheel, you might be buying a new car. Maybe you had the car for too long and the car is telling you, I cannot make it anymore, and so some of you might buy a new car. Or maybe you guys go on a trip by car now in the summer, or several trips for the summer that you decide to go. And also the Wheel to me represents the part of the part of your life that you are being repeating to yourself, meaning that even if it's a different partner or is the same partner, you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. And maybe you just wanted to have the status of the marriage, but in actuality, or the relationship, having the boyfriend, but you are not happy in this relationship, and you guys going in a vicious cycle. So with this card at the end, which is the Prince of Winter, again, is the air energy here, conflicts that you need to resolve. And it says, Prince of Winter says, intellectual, determined, focused, and impulsive. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively, sudden unexpected changes. So see, the Prince of Winter is following up the Ten of Winters, and it's almost the same thing. You are getting to the resolution for the problem, and now it's telling you to quickly decide what you're going to do and make that changes that you need to make. So this card is telling you that you need to make the decision and move on, okay? And actually the Wheel card, the Wheel is telling you the same thing. Move on to the next level, get out of the vicious cycle, and seek out the solution, whatever solution to the problem that you have, whatever it is. If it's emotional problem, financial problem, if it has to do with a job, if it has to do with the house, what is it that you want to do? So you need to take this step and have that change that you need to do. Maybe if you don't take the chance, maybe the other person might take the position of changes, and that's what it says, sudden or unexpected changes. The bottom card that you get is the Eight of Springs. The stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So right now, you is following the same thing, sudden events or changes, unexpected changes. So this is telling you that you are going to do these changes no matter what. Either if you're going to do it now in the summer, or you're going to let the summer go by, but this is already, I'll say, in other words, like you're cooking this. This has already been happening. This is already, there is a problem that has been affecting you for a while, and now it's telling you you have to take action. You don't have to take action now in July. You don't have to take action next month in August, but eventually, sooner or later, you're going to have to take action about the situation that you're involved in right now, Virgo. If it's an emotional or financial, whatever the situation is, because like I said, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate to all of you, but whoever it is that I'm reading to, this is what's going on. Okay, the portion that I'm focusing, or the cards came out for, this is what's going on with you guys. You have to make that change. You have to take the next step. You have to find the solution to the problem. The next card that you have is the Seven of Winters. Again, you have 2, 3 energies of air, so you might be dealing with the air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So from my understanding, Libras tend to be a little bit laid back when it comes to take the next step. They don't take the step right away. It will take months, probably years, opposed to the same thing to Gemini. Air signs like Aquarius, which is a fixed sign, will take the next step right away. It won't look back. It will say, think, and make a determination and move on. But certain signs will take longer. It says there is better choices, not seeing things clearly, run away from the truth. So what's happening is that maybe the person that you are with, if it's one of the earth signs, might be running away from the truth. Maybe the person doesn't want to face the reality. Maybe you don't want to face the reality. Remember that these energies could go back and forth, because sometimes we probably don't even think about it, but the energy of the other person is overwhelming ours. So their energy is stronger than ours. So that's why sometimes I could be reading a sign as Virgo, but yeah, I might be reading the other person's energy because it's stronger than yours. So if yours is weaker, the other person's energy is overwhelming you, I might be reading that. So the next card that you have is the Empress. So see, this person, either you or this person is running away from this problem. And then you have the Empress. Time to take action, the power, creativity, success that allows you for a life of luxury. So this card has different meaning. So some of you, be careful if you're not planning a pregnancy. That's one of the things that could be happening. The next thing that could happen is that you may be creating a project. So you may be creating some kind of project that you would like to do. Let's say if it's some kind of financially, let's say you want to create your own business. Now it's time for you to go ahead and say, okay, now I'm going to work from home. Or you're probably doing a job that you were not doing before, and and you're taking that creativity that's allowing you to have luxury. And I would not be surprised that a Virgo will take that job, because they're based on material things. Basically, they run the material part of the world. They run the work. They at home, at work, anything that has to do materials. Virgos are one of the signs that run all the material stuff in the signs. So this, as well as the fire signs or the spring sign, or the or you want to say the wands. They're the main cards that run this. So the next card you have is the Seven of Autumn. So you had two sevens here, the Seven of Winter and the Seven of Autumn. Have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next step. A prudent investment on time or money. So if this has to do with the relationship part that I'm talking about, maybe you just need to calm down and relax, and just, not that you don't worry about the next or what you're gonna do, but you're contemplating which way you could go. You can go east, north, west, or whatever you decide to do. So if I'm reading this from top to bottom, okay, the 10 of Winters and the 8 of Springs, remember what the 10 of Winters said. The 10 of Winters is a completion, okay? So at this time, I feel that because of what's going on here with you, with the 8 of Spring, the stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful, multitasking, sudden events or changes. So you might be a little bit irritable. Maybe you're stressed out, and that's the reason why this card is telling you to relax. You probably need to do some kind of meditation, yoga, or maybe going to the gym and release some of that stress that you have, because you might be a little bit irritable, and you might be taking away that stress on your employees if you are the boss, or you could be taking the stress out to your family members. Okay, the next card that you have is the 7 of Winter with the Ace of Summer. This is telling you to open your heart. So with this, there is a better choice, not seeing things clearly. Probably you already have met someone, and you're probably going to start a new relationship, and you probably could be in a relationship having this too, and you're just running away from the truth. Maybe you need to tell the person, I'm in love with somebody else. That could be how you're running away from the truth, because you have a new person that you're in love with, and you have to tell your husband, wife, or a significant other that you met this new person. Instead of running away from the truth, you got to admit it and just stop hurting this person. Because remember, in this card, you might be hurting someone. You could be hurting yourself or somebody else. With this card, you have two major arcanas. The Wheel, it means that you're either going to go to a trip, or also you could be lucky. If you like to play or gamble, you might be lucky. Or you could also be in a situation based on the fact that you get this press, that impressed, is that you might be in a vicious cycle. You're doing the same thing over and over again, and this is telling you to take action and to move on, get out, start new, start fresh. Leave this situation that you're in and start fresh. This either a new relationship that you're starting, or you're just gonna need to start fresh to whatever relationship. If it's a work, it's gonna be the new job that you're gonna start. So whatever it is, it's telling you to stop it and start new. Whatever you're doing, remember, this is a general reading. This could resonate to a love relationship that you are going to have to walk away from a relationship, a marriage, and start a new relationship. And it's telling you twice. Okay, start new, stop hiding, and stop telling the truth. Stop lying and start telling the truth. And stop being in the vicious cycle. Some people in relationships go in a vicious cycle. You're not telling your husband, you're not telling your significant other that there is somebody else in your life, and you continue for weeks, months, years. And nowadays, the only thing you have to do is sign those divorce papers. And some people don't want to divorce because it's considered to be a failure. But in here, it's telling you be patient and plan your next step. See what is it that you want to do or you need to do for your life right now, because you say the Prince of Winter, it says to take get a solution. So actually you're gonna try to think about it. What's the next solution? What's the best solution for you? Sometimes when people have children and they go through a divorce, they need to make a solution as to what are we doing? Are you staying here? If you stay local, some couples request the husband or the wife don't move too far until the kids reach age 18, and so or you know, things to that nature. So if you have to come up with some kind of action and solution to the problem. So let's say if this was a job situation and you know that it's affecting you, you got a new job and it's affecting you now, you're going to have to try to get the solution for the problem, whatever the problem is at your job. So this card represents how you feeling right now. Okay, Virgos, I'm sorry I don't mention the signs too much. I don't think it's necessary because, you know, I'm talking to you guys. So the card that you got for this is basically how you feel, or and what's going on right now. Okay, what's going on right now with the Virgos. And this is more or less the GPS card telling you what can you do, or the angels are telling you what can you do. And in this case it says, Sonya, I bring you a message from your deceased loved ones. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So some of you might be thinking about someone that passed away, and maybe you wish the person was alive to give you the conflict that you're feeling right now. What's going on with you? So look at Sonya and see, and you even have the Prince of Winter, which is a message card. Seek out the intellectual solution to your problem, and this is a subtle or unexpected changes. Additional message: you have been through turmoil and your soul is tired. Your mind craves peace and quiet, and I'm here to help you with the desire. I will give you a new opportunities to spend time alone where you can relax your mind and heart. I will bring tranquility to your soul so that you can mirror the peace of mind that is in your true divine nature. And see, this is telling you to relax. Basically, have patience, relax. Like the angels, you are able to hover within the eyes of any hurricanes that may swirl around you. Right now, through the breath of intention, you can stay centered no matter what's happening in your life. This inner foundation of peace has a powerful healing effect. Your outer life soon reflects your inner peacefulness. Smooth roads are ahead for you, and the worst is behind you now. A peaceful outcome to the situation is assured. So whatever the situation is, sooner or later you will find peace, or maybe you'll be looking for peace. And remember what I told you before I brought out these cards. I don't read these cards ahead of time. I felt it that you need to go to some yoga, something that you can release all the stress that you have and find energy so you can relax and be distressed, and try to distress out so you can bring peace to your spiritual body. The next card that you have is patient. Look how close to those two cards are connected to each other. So with the patient card, it says, now it's time to learn, study, and gather information, enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So patience, the angel for patience says, additional message: although you may be acting or aching to begin a new project, now is the time. You are in the middle phase of gathering right now. This means that you're acquiring new information through studying, reading, meditating, channeling, taking classes, interviewing experts, and other means. In all of life, there is a time for gathering and it's a time for planting. It's too soon for you to decide how you will use the new information that you are absorbing. You may have some ideas, though, so it might be wise to write them down for future use. Soon enough, you will be called into action to apply your knowledge in useful ways. When that happens, you will be very busy and work very hard. So enjoy the present moments of ambiguity and rest. Allow yourself to be empty vessel in which heaven pounds the concerns of the library of wisdom. Your unique talents will blend with the wisdom and symbolize into a new and important way to bring peace to this planet. So remember, you're looking for peace. How can you give peace to others if your inner self and you can have a PhD? I don't know who I'm speaking to right now, but you can have so many conflicts with yourself. I know of doctors that they end up losing themselves, losing their mind. So I wouldn't be surprised as to who are the people that can be losing their minds out there. And like I said, you can have college education, non-college educated, PhD or none, and you might be losing your mind. So look for that meditation, look for that yoga, look for that swimming, look for that gym to release whatever you need to release. Anger, bitterness, frustration, hate, all the negative emotions. See if you can release them so you can be in patience with yourself and allow this. And like the angel patient says, interview other people, see how other people do or behave with themselves. So I don't know what else to tell you, Virgo. Whatever it is that you're looking for, I don't know, but find those ways. Find a way to find out pieces for yourself. If you hear my voice and have a very, very peaceful life, I do get into confrontations because as a light worker, we encounter humans that are combative with us, and they want to. We are going to have human moments, and these human moments come with people with negative energies that try to confront us, and it's okay to respond. It's just release it whenever you need to release it, and that's what we're going to learn. Learn to release all the negative emotions that it was given to you, or you gather from the type of job that you do. Sometimes unconsciously we collect negative energies from other people. So with that said, dear Virgos, I hope this message resonates for some of you. To the ones that this message is for, please give you a thumbs up. And if you're not if this message was not for you, just move on to another reader and just leave a positive comment. If you leave a negative comment, just walk away because it will be deleted. But with that said, thank you for those that are positive, that send me positive energy. Thank you for being in my channel, and I will continue to do the videos, and we'll be separated, the Spanish and English, you will know. And I know that it's gonna have an alert to you for the Spanish videos. However, the only thing you have to do is delete it, okay? It will say Spanish on the cover. So love and light, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.